Welcome to Radio Leifland on the air, going live from Baldinia, Leifland. Well, technically it's Baldinia, Pacifica Leifland. Well, here we go. This is the first broadcast of Radio Leifland right from the broadcasting place. The place with the computer in the capital of Baldinia. So, the capital of Pacifica Leifland, Baldinia. First off, I'm not going to talk about Pacifica Leifland until a little later. And that still will be later, as the details, the description is first some talking, then an introduction to Pacifica Leifland. So, yeah, I don't really know what to say, but the weather outside is very nice, although it is a little cloudy. It's still got a lot of sun shining down from right outside. Right up there. With some things. So, where's it? Okay. I'm going to be right back. And I'm back. So, today is Thursday, August 20th of 2015. As I said, we'll be right back again. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. Just got a sandwich. So, here at Radio Leifland, we are going to have a good time. So, first off, American news. The I'm so sorry. I just can't think of anything to say. I'm so sorry. Okay, and we're back. I'm sorry about that. My mind blinked out for a minute. I just had to rest my mind, rest my brain, and rest my face on this ground right now. Okay, I don't think this ground is very healthy to sit on, especially since, first of all, it's a ground. Second of all, it's a carpet, so it picks up a lot of things. And 3, all the dogs and cats, well, cat now, but we'll get to that later. All the dogs and the cat walk on it. And yeah, obviously, it just collects all the dirt and dust and the dirt and the dust and the bacteria, gathers it all up together, and then it just, as soon as you put your foot right here, all of it gathers up on your sock. Of course, I'm not wearing any socks. And, well, I really don't know what to say. Also, in the meanwhile, we have had a lot of things happen, like the formation of Pacifica and Leifland. Technically, the United Provinces of Pacifica and Leifland, but, it's, we'll get to that later as well. Because first, I'm just going to talk. And eat a sandwich, of course. Although I haven't done much talking, mostly pausing, saying and listening to and putting on music. So, yeah. But anyway, first, yes, I'm talking from all the way on the other side of the room. It's a small room, but yeah. First, I must bounce the ball of magic. To decide what we will talk about. And the ball has decided. What we will be talking about today is magic. So, magic. Of course, it's not real. Or is it? No, it's not real. Magic has been a thing for a long time. Yes, that was my keys. My keys typing away to look up magic. So magic is just a thing. It's a thing. that a lot of people in the past believed exist, but now most people don't. And why did the people believe that existed? Well, because they couldn't think of an explanation for things. That's why folk tales created. That's why religion was created. That's why it's actually why science was created, so people can learn more things. Learn why our universe is this way. And, well, in that time, they didn't really understand the stuff. So they came up with their own explanations, like the fact that like the fact that like in Greek mythology, the sky god Zeus sends down thunderbolts when he's angry, and Poseidon regulates the sea. But obviously, that's not true. What we now know is that lightning is a result of energy, static electricity, gathering up in clouds because of the friction caused of, I'm not actually sure, but isn't it like the friction caused by the clouds gathering so much water, having the water rub up against each other, each water droplet, and creating a friction, and that which then goes down and hits the earth as static electricity. So yes, a shock is a tiny lightning bolt. And lightning bolts are actually hotter than the sun, which is amazing because most people think that if you go to the sun, you die and burn up instantly, which is probably true, but then you take into the account that lightning bolts, which can get hotter than the sun, have hit people before and they've survived. And some people have been hit like 6 or 7 times in their lifetime. And still survive, which is amazing, but weird. I mean, yeah, I don't know. It's so hard to explain why these things are things. And what people said is that they just observed things, and that's what they thought, that if they see it, it must be true. It's like today's Pixar, it didn't happen. And that's really true in a way. I mean, if you got a picture, and you've proven that it has not been doctored in any way, then pics or didn't happen. But then again, unless that person's usually doesn't lie, that person's not a pathological liar and doesn't usually lie, then, I mean, why don't you trust that person? Why don't you? And, well, you may be saying, well, people lie. People can lie, no matter if they're a pathological liar or not. But then you think, well, I mean, you can't not trust somebody until you disprove it, which I think is actually for different things, like the things that can actually end your life, that can hurt many people and injure and kill, even kill many people, like certain chemicals or certain types of food, then it shouldn't be innocent until proven guilty. It should be guilty until proven innocent for chemicals, but unfortunately, it's really the other way around. It's innocent until proven guilty. That means that in your food, like this sandwich that I'm eating at this very moment, it's a good sandwich. Hummus, cheese, and tomato. Tomato down the garden in Pacifica. So there could be plenty of chemicals in there that haven't even been tested, that can kill you, and that the companies don't even care about. So, yeah, when you realize that, you're probably going to be super paranoid. But don't trust the companies. I mean, the company's whole focus is to make money, not to help you, not to help the people, but to help them, to help the limited few, instead of the big group, instead of everyone. But that's what the presidents and the CEOs of the companies and the CFOs and everybody up in upper management wants, just to make money for themselves. That's why we've got minimum wage employees earning $9 an hour for working a lot. And this is a perfect segue to American news and mostly politics, because politics. First off, I want to read a post from my blog, which, yes, I'm Kai, and yes, I'm Kai, and I'm hosting Radio Leifland. In there, in the thing, in the blog, Evolution Continued, I can't do two things at once. I can't talk about it and search for it at the same time. Okay, I found it. It's evolutioncontinued.blogspot.com, and this is why socialized/nationalized/universal healthcare works. And I'll read it now. I find it hilarious how Republicans say that socialized healthcare will destroy our country, while the UK, Sweden, Germany, Switzerland, which pays less than what the US pays on healthcare, Singapore, Japan, South Korea, Australia, Canada, New Zealand, etc., have socialized healthcare and are successful countries. I also find it disturbing that Cuba, which is way more corrupt than the US, which you shouldn't take as a bad thing, because the least corrupt country, you shouldn't take it as a consequence of socialized healthcare that Cuba is corrupt, because the least corrupt country, Denmark, also has socialized healthcare. It has socialized healthcare while people here have to pay for healthcare. Healthcare is definitely a right, not a luxury. My point is that most countries that are successful have socialized healthcare. It works, Republicans. It works. And socialism works as well, because Sweden is the only socialist country ever created and that there is now. Excuse me. Okay, so we've got a democratic in America. There is a. I'm sorry. I just got a real cough in my throat. Drink a little water. Okay, perfect. So, yeah, we've got a democratic socialist presidential candidate, which, if I could vote, I would definitely vote for him in the primaries and in the generals if he wins the primary election, and then is the Democratic presidential nominee. Because he's running. He consistently an independent, because he's a democratic socialist. Which what I think is that we should have way more parties than just Democratic and Republican that people can run for and win. We should have, just like the UK has 8 parties, like Plaid Cymru, Conservative, Conservative, Labour, Green. There's so many. There's a lot. And usually, most of those are all major parties, but in the US, 2. You get 2 to choose that are guaranteed to win. I mean, it would be really good if we had and the alternative vote. That way we could have independents and smaller parties win. Which I'm not going to go over the the reason why, but instead I'm going to link to a CGP Grey video, the alternative vote explained. Here we go. Showcase. Oh. Excuse me. Okay. I'm back. And there. I'm not sure if you can see it on the thing, but yeah. Watch the CGP Grey video. Okay. I'm back. So currently we have 0 viewers, 0 listeners to Radio Leifland. And I'll be right back. And I'm back. So, what we have got here, so as Bernie Sanders, what is this? Okay. Keep listening to this. Have a blast. Here, why don't you listen to this? Okay. Sorry for that inconvenience. So yes, there is a social or Democrat, a Democratic socialist, running for president, running for the presidential nomination of the Democratic Party, which I highly advise you vote for him. I mean, he is just really I mean, he wants a $15 minimum wage, which it's probably the only thing I don't agree with him about, because I think we should just have a $12 minimum wage, because that's starving small businesses, which I definitely want to promote the small businesses. I want the small businesses to have a foothold rather than the big businesses. Like, I hate how there are a bunch of small businesses in this nice little small town, and then a Walmart or a Kmart or something comes in, and then everybody stops going to those stores. They all shut down, and everybody goes to the Walmart or the Kmart or the other supermart. Wow. So the supermarket, supermarket. And yeah, I think it's bad how that happens. I want to support every small business. Every single small business should definitely get a say rather than the big businesses. But of course, Walmart was once a small business. So that's something to think about, because it's always a cycle, you know? It starts with one thing. It starts with a small business. Then the business grows. It gets a lot more people coming from different towns across the county. It starts with just being a small business. Couple people going to it. Then it starts attracting more customers. And then it's gone across the counties, and it starts spreading. And soon the new owner decides he's going to make it a franchise, and he creates another store in the town just a little away. And then it continues happening over and over and over and over and over again, until you've got yourselves a McDonald's or a Walmart or a Kmart or any store, any big store, any big business starts small. So, something to think about. I'd rather support small businesses than large businesses. Like, if I was president, I'd probably give, if a business is smaller, I'd promote it by taxing it less, and maybe, I don't know, giving, I don't know if it's like having more, I don't know. I just promote the smaller businesses rather than the big businesses. And I support the people owning the government, the people owning the economy, not just a select few people, just a lot. I mean, it doesn't make sense that a few rich people at the top get all they want, while the people at the bottom lose. They lose the fight, even though the people at the top, they barely work. All they have to do is fire, hire, and sell. Fire, hire, decide what to sell. It's sad. It's just This makes sense. Corrupt. If the people at the top get everything, where the people at the bottom get nothing, like the Soviet Union under Stalin's rule. You see, the Soviet Union was not communist. It was more of a feudal system, a kingdom, a dictatorship, totalitarianism. The state controlled everything. It was similar to North Korea, except not as blocked off and not as bad, but almost as bad. Because Stalin was a bad person. I mean, he made that the government, he put the government and the rich first. He put them first rather than the people, which was what Marx wanted, what Karl Marx. But supposedly Stalin was trying to follow Marx, which no, he definitely wasn't. Definitely not. And a lot of people say that communism doesn't work, which I think doesn't, which I do agree. And that they say, oh, it's USSR, the United Socialist Soviet Republics. It must have been socialist. That's like calling North Korea democratic. It's not. I mean, or calling the Nazi Party socialist just because they're the nationalist socialists. That doesn't mean that they are socialists. The Nazi Party was okay. Picture, if you will, here. Let me just go to screen sharing. Here. Okay, so here's a line. Here. This is the middle, right here. This is the U.S. This is the USA. It's right there. These are the Nazis. Right here. Right here is Sweden. Right in the middle is Canada, but I can't fit. Wait. Right there. Canada. US, and right here, and you see Nazis. Oh, here. Sweden is socialist. Socialist country. We're just putting that in perspective right there. Socialism is about that far from Nazism. It's a big difference. But then there's, I don't know where you would put totalitarian communism, which is what the USSR under Stalin's rule was. It was totalitarian communism. It was horrible. But Yeah, I think I'd have to have a three-dimensional, maybe a pyramid to do that instead of just a line. Because it would be like having a triangle. You have it like this. This is about right where the totalitarian communism, right there. Just call it PC. Let's call it Stalinism. That's the same already, but yeah, that's where Stalinism is. It's like right here. It's still leftist, but it's very rightist as well. It's just, yeah. It's just where it is. And communism, regular communism, is like right here. And Bernie Sanders is right there. He's right there. And I remember a conservative newspaper tried to call Bernie a Nazi. He called him a National Socialist. And he said there was no other way to describe him. Even though that's right where democratic socialism is. Nazism, all the way on the other side. All the way on the other side. All the way on the other side. So, back to this. I think I'm going to take a break, and I will be right back after a little while. And we're back. So,
what?
Here we go with Radio Leifland. So, here we're introducing introducing a guest, which we will refer to as Mom. Sure, Mom. Okay. So, now is the time for the introduction to Pacifica and Leifland. Okay, so Pacifica and Leifland is a country surrounded by the USA. And anything you'd like to say?
That is a creation you made.
Yes, it is a micronation, which is a country that is not officially recognized by other countries. It has a maximum the minimum population is 4, and it has a population of 14 because we count animals as citizens, which is actually it's actually something that a lot of animal rights people have been pushing for. I heard that, but you're not saying anything. You don't know what to say.
That what we discussed yesterday about how it has different areas. One area is
it's got
Farm Central.
Well, no, it's got 3 provinces. The first the first one, which is where we are coming from, and the namesake of this radio show, Radio Leifland, it's Leifland. Leifland is up north. The capital of this province is Baldinia, which is also the capital of Pacifica and Leifland, and it's where we're broadcasting from. Down south a little, but right next to Baldinia is North Fire, where the fire pit is, and even more down south, but not all the way into Pacifica, but just bordering the second province, Pacifica, is chicken, where the chickens are. 7 chickens, all citizens. If you could see the dog Poppet right here, he's just got a dazed look. He's like I'm petting him with my foot. He's got his arms up like a praying mantis, and he's looking dazedly up at the ceiling like, this is heaven.
Poppet is the youngest citizen.
The youngest citizen at age 1.
Yep. Even the chickens are older.
Yep. They're
2.
2, yeah. 2. Each one of them. Okay. So.
And then it goes down to Kiwi.
And then there's the border. On the 4th step going down, the border to Pacifica, 4th step going down, and then you've got Pacifica. You're into Pacifica. So, the second province. Down in the middle of Pacifica is Farm Central, which is the capital of Pacifica. And technically further up north. Yeah, you were right. We should have said Kiwi first. But Kiwi is the other town.
It's where the bees live.
Yeah, the bees.
We didn't count them as citizens.
No, we did not.
Most of the wildlife we have not included
as citizens
because they come and go as they please.
Yeah. So, um, and then if you go a little farther, that's west, right? Over where Kaya is. West. Right?
I don't know where Kai is.
No, that's that little thing that borders. It's across the road. And there's the other river. The river.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. Right there, that's west, right?
That's west.
Yeah.
No, that's east.
That okay.
That's east.
Yeah, in the east there is Kaya, which only has one town, Kaya, which is the capital of that province. Those are the three provinces of Pacifica and Leifland. Second is the government. When talk about second is the government, where currently it is basically an authoritarian democracy. It's where, because we have yet to institute the Constitution, although it has been signed, it has not been instituted as the official laws until we have more non-animal citizens that can vote. Well, technically humans are animals, but citizens that are humans and can vote, because technically animals can't vote with the voting system that we have, the alternative vote, because you have to list it 1, 2, and 3.
Bark if you want to vote for me. Say ruff.
You bark. Yeah, but that doesn't work, because unless we've got two candidates running, which I don't think we will have.
Speak. Shake. Sit. No, sit. That's not sit. Just roll over. Just roll over and play dead.
Okay. So the government it's where currently we just get a majority vote, and then the prime minister, which when we institute the Constitution.
I think it needs to go out.
Okay.
And you need to eat your lunch.
Okay. Okay, we will take a short break. Which first we're gonna have some music going on, but then we won't. This is Radio Leifland, signing out for a while. What do you want me for? Okay, we're back on. Sorry about that long wait. And we're here with Mom.
Hello.
So, yeah. So,
Kai wrote the Constitution
I did.
and the
Declaration of Independence. And now we are independent, but we don't have a constitution. We just have a system of government where just get elected and then they can do whatever they want.
Do whatever they want?
Yeah.
No, I thought.
Yeah, but until we get more people and have the.
But all votes count equally.
Yes, all votes count equally.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. As well, we're gonna have. Here's Wiggum, our cat. Meow, 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 meow. Can you meow with him? Meow. So I don't know. Oh yeah, the currency, the Bogna.
The Bogna is glass beads of different colors.
Yes, it's half marbles, which you can get a lot of these on Etsy and other selling things.
At any store.
Yeah.
They're the things that people put in their fish tanks or in their.
Yeah, here I'll show you a picture. Here's a picture of a bunch of blue ones, which are worth 100 Bognas.
And what are the red ones worth?
The red ones Okay, I'll start from the least to, what do you think about going least to,
Just, you started with 100. Just go on.
So yeah, there's 100.
Uh-huh.
And the next most, here, I'm going to show that graph that I made. Here.
So how many different colors? There you go.
So there are, yeah, it's not just colors, it's size as well. The small spherical ones are actually not worth 0.5 Bogna or 50 Deklar, which is like the cents of the Bogna, the Deklar. It's worth 5 Deklar, so that's 0.05 Bognas. And then just the regular clear ones, this is worth 50 Deklar. A small clear one is worth 3 Bogna. A regular sized red one is 10 Bogna. A blue and white one is 50 Bogna. An orange one is 75 Bogna. A blue one, as I said before, is 100 Bogna. A green and white one is 500 Bogna. And a green one is 1,000 Bogna.
Solid green.
Solid green, yeah, solid green. So, the 3 Bognas and 50 Deklar is worth $1. I'm gonna need to drink some water. I'm gonna drink some water.
So it's a very complicated system, but we'll be able to learn it.
Yeah. Well, when you think about it, it's just like the dollar system, except instead of having numbers on them, it's just different colors. You just gotta remember the colors and sizes.
Right. So you have to be a very visual person to be able to learn it.
Oh, that'll be hard for blind people.
Yeah, I think so. But I think
we should have
paper money is hard to.
Yeah, for blind people.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
That's probably why, like, say in Australia, things were different sizes as well as.
Oh, really? Oh. Huh, that would be interesting.
Colors and stuff. So you could tell.
Yeah. Also, if we had metal coins where you could just feel it, you could feel, like, you could feel a 5, and then we can have it written in Braille as well. And it will feel different. Except 2 and 5. It'll feel similar. I don't know. So.
Not the way I write my 2s. The way I write my 2s, it wouldn't feel like a 5.
It wouldn't feel like a 5? What are you writing like? Like, getting the drawing pad right here. Oh, wait, is that hooked up? No, it's not. Okay, I'll just use the regular thing to write it like.
Yep.
Okay. I write them like that. No, like regular, not cursive. And 5s like that.
So they wouldn't feel the same.
No, they feel like opposite. So, yeah.
That's Leifland and Pacifica.
Yeah, or Pacifica and Leifland. Or just Pacifica Leifland. Huh. Oh, demonyms. The demonym for a leafish person, leafish. Yeah, demonym for the person from Leifland is leafish. and M&M for a person who is from Pacifica is Pacifican. And
So does this record?
Yeah.
So this is like gonna be around forever?
yes, it's live and it's going to be on YouTube after.
It's live?
Yes, it's live.
So
We've only got 0 viewers. No viewers.
well, it's only just begun.
I've been going for a long time.
No, I know, but no one has heard of it. You gotta advertise.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. So yeah. Here, I'll screen share half share. Okay, so shopping. You can go and search for half marbles. See here you've got these. This is $6.49, which for $100, which 100 bognas, which is worth. Okay, I needed a calculator. I'm just going to do that. Take the easy way out instead of
Well, I have to get back to work. I have to get some preserving my green beans. I'm making salsa. Would you like to help?
Sure, after I finish this.
Okay.
It's about $28.
Thanks for letting me be your guest. See you next time.
Yep. Okay. So yeah, you can get a real deal on these because, well, and here, but that technically is overpriced because $6.95 clear. This is a clear one. Clear and small, so yeah, you get for only $7.43 5 Declar, which is equal to 5 cents because this Declar is the same. But yeah. So I think it's almost time to end it, but I think I'm going to end it with a bang. Have some music. And this is Radio Leifland. Signing out.